Hi, my name's Simeon Chien, and I'm going to do a bio about my experiences with songwriting. So my songwriting career started when I was studying music at secondary school. At that point I was writing songs and then I was recording them on my first solo album, which was called Off the Tower. At that time I was doing my intermediates 1 and 2 in my 4th year at school. And then a year later I started recording my second solo album when I was doing my highers at secondary school. And then I continued my songwriting career even when I went to university as well, up to the present time. Most of my modules at university even included a songwriting class, so I was therefore able to attend these classes to further achieve my songwriting skills. So therefore, the more songs I've written, the more my songwriting has become a success. Most of the songs that I've been writing were inspired by, which I was inspired by, was by fictional stories. It's like writing novels. I was also inspired by famous places to visit around the world. Personal friendships were also my inspirations with others, like my close friends and things like that. Also, being inspired by close relatives and friends who are no longer with me now. And I've also been sharing personal feelings that I may have been feeling. And geographical content has also been my inspiration, like the sea and weather and space and natural events that occur on Earth, because those are things that I've been really interested in when I was a kid. Now I'm going to talk about how I come up with writing songs. So the way that I write songs is by coming up with ideas for melodies using a guitar or a bass guitar in other words, a ukulele, a piano, a drum kit, or even on a double bass. And when I'm happy with these melodies, I then create a song structure whilst writing the lyrics. So therefore, I write music first, and then I write the lyrics after that if I'm happy with the melodies. The reason I do it that way is that it helps me to decide what part of the song comes first, like verses and choruses and solos, etc. It's also important for me to ensure that the key signature of the song is suitable for my voice. So for example, it's when singing the melodies, it's just ensuring that my voice is capable of that key. The genre of the song is also important in relation to the theme of the song. My ideas are written digitally on musical scores using Sibelius. I'm just going to show you a full arrangement of some of the songs that I've been doing. So for example, if I show you a full score for so here's an arrangement I've done for tours in Belgium, which I wrote back in 2016. So you can see I've got the full arrangements for all the instruments and the voice parts. Just see, normally if you see the voice parts here that says either tenor or bass, it just means the range of the voice. And down below here I've got parts for piano as well and keyboard. A lot of these are also for guitar and bass and drums as well. There's in the later songs there's also parts coming for ukulele and double bass as well, which I've used on that. So this is how so these are all the arrangements that I do and these all get sent off to the band. And the lyrics, I'm going to also show you the same song that I just showed you. Now the lyrics are written on a Microsoft Word document and a text edit document. I'll just show you here. This is a PDF copy of the lyrics for Tours in Belgium. So here's like my structure, and this is how I come up with like the verses and the choruses. So always put in bold where the intro's going to be, where the verses are going to be, where the choruses are going to be. The verses even get numbered and like have numbers on them so that I know which part is verse 1 and which part is verse 2. So, moving on from that, I'm going to talk about who my favourite songwriters are that I've been inspired by. So, these include Billy Joel, Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder, jazz artists like Miles Davis, Herbie Hancock, Ron Miller, Duke Ellington, Charlie Parker, Also like Dave Grohl, Olivia Rodrigo, Chris Martin, Caleb Flowell, JK, and of course Kate Bush. I'm going to also talk about how my albums were recorded and how I go about making songs. So my albums were recorded, normally recorded every start of the new year, because there's always going to be new techniques and new equipment going to be put on them, which has always been occurring every time I've been writing a new album over the years. During these recording sessions, I record all the musical instruments while singing, and these all get recorded in multiple tapes using GarageBand. Now, once the multi-tracks are recorded, they get bounced down into RAW files, so that means not yet mixed, so then they get mixed and mastered and produced on Pro Tools. So I transfer them onto Pro Tools so that I can mix and master them into a final mastered copy. Now, the mastered copies of the songs are then uploaded to social media and streaming platforms so that I can have some music listeners listening in and tuning in with them. As well as using social media to promote my songs, I've also been interviewed with Chat and Spin radio station, who are based in Newcastle, and they've been playing my songs just before the pandemic up until 2022. With my live performances, I have a backing band which I use for the gigs that will be taking place at music venues, concert halls, theatres, and even outdoor gigs like festivals and things. And for open mic nights, I'll just go completely solo with myself singing and playing an acoustic guitar. So that's all that there is to it, and thank you very much for listening.